It's that time of year when people steal your credit cards and go charging away. Yes, unfortunately, it is easy to get hacked when you're making some purchases. There are some really important tips that we should keep in mind as we go about our shopping. John Holt is president and CEO of Nutmeg State Financial Credit Union, and he's here with some suggestions on avoiding ID theft. Hello, John.
Hi there.
Nice to see you. 'Tis the season. I know, like, to think, well, like, I'm so, like, naive, and I think, oh, everybody's going to be great. But there are people out there who are trying to do some devious things.
Yeah, some things you have to watch out for. I mean, first of all, with any debit card or credit card, most of the financial institutions have where you can get alerts on your account, whether it's a text message or email. Highly suggested that you pay attention to those, sign up for them, even when you get an alert for like a small dollar amount.
Right.
And then, of course, just making sure that you're careful when you're at your computer and you're buying things. Sometimes there's things that flash up and, you know, download this to protect your computer from viruses and to clean your computer. Sometimes that's a malware that's attached to the computer and actually creates...
So, you know, let's talk about that, being vigilant and knowing your card activity. You should, because I get my statements, and I'm going to be honest with you. I just look and I go, what's the total, and then I pay it. But I should be looking at each individual charge because they're testers.
Yes.
They test you.
Correct.
What is that?
That's where the small dollar amounts come through. So they'll, like, just to get access into your account, they'll try to test it with like $1 or $2 or $5. And that's where those alerts that I was mentioning come in handy, because if you get those on a text message and you pay attention to those, that could prevent something from happening before you get your statement.
Right.
If you have those alerts.
Okay, so once they get the information, what do hackers tend to do with that information?
Well, they get the information, and they have like your social security number, your date of birth, your card number, and then they create fake cards.
Oh, they do.
And they go and they
physically fake plastic cards.
Fake plastic cards, and then they go and make purchases through your account. So stuff to be very, very careful of, and make sure, again, that you're not putting anything on your computer that you shouldn't and that you're not aware of.
Chips, are they helping us?
They are helping.
Okay.
And the reason that they help is because once a transaction is done with a chip, that transaction falls off the system.
Okay.
It's basically encoded in a certain way so that it isn't stored on any computer, and then once the transaction clears, it's gone from anywhere.
Gone from anywhere. And if a retailer doesn't have a chip machine, should you suggest that they get one? I mean, I don't like not using my chip anymore.
Well, they were supposed to have them as of October of last year.
Okay.
And then anybody that doesn't, any retailer that doesn't, is liable for any fraud
That's good to know.
on a consumer's account. And if they do have it and there's fraud on a consumer's account, that consumer should contact their financial institution immediately, cancel their credit cards, and then order a free credit report from annualcreditreport.com.
All right. Now, what if you're hacked? What do you do?
Call your financial institution immediately and cancel the cards, block your account, and we would help make that a member or that consumer whole. Right.
You know, what I did a couple of years ago, John, is in my wallet, I have multiple credit cards. I don't know what's in there. If that wallet were ever stolen. So what I do is I made a Xerox copy of all the credit cards that I carry. So at least if I lost my wallet or it got stolen, I would know what credit cards were in the wallet and which ones to cancel.
Very good idea.
But Nutmeg, you guys can help. I mean, you're going to step in and you're going to try and find these guys.
Yeah. Well, and then that's where we'll cancel the card. We'll help to. I mean, and these are things that involve law enforcement too. So when your credit card is stolen or you are hacked through your computer somehow, we have to get the local police departments involved in that because.
Quickly, using free Wi-Fi in a Starbucks or a coffee shop, not a great idea if you go in your bank.
It's not necessarily so bad. It's that when you get past the point of logging into your account, you're protected from the protections that the bank or credit union have. So.
All right. Thank you, John.
All right. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. You can always apply for a credit card with Nutmeg, or maybe join the Christmas Club, which I am, and I'm so happy. You can, you can get presents. You can get cash for your presents. You're going to find lots of information on what Nutmeg State Financial Credit Union has to offer at nutmegstatefcu.org. Happy holidays, Kara.